What's up, you guys? Good morning. Caitlin Tanner here with the Point of Change. I'll wait for some people to get here. When you get here, throw up some likes and some loves. Share this out if you wish. Pretty sure that's the whole spiel. How's everybody doing this morning? Hello. Still nobody here. Hello. So Matt had a meeting with the pastor this morning, so I said I'd come check in with y'all. So howdy. I'm going to pull this up on my phone. So, because apparently this doesn't always work the same. Oh, I didn't even get a notification yet. Already been live for 2 minutes. Let's see here. Good morning. All right, so I'm going to get this pulled up on my end so I can see who's here. I mean, I still can't really see anyone that's here, but I hope everyone's having an absolutely blessed morning today. So yeah, Matt had a meeting with a pastor, so I figured I'd come on in here and chit chat with you guys because he kind of remembered at the last minute that he had a meeting with him. So he went out the door and didn't have time to make a post or nothing. Plus, I figured it'd be a good opportunity just to catch up with y'all about what's going on in my life. Good morning, Josh and Lori. Good morning, Chelsea. How are you doing? Yeah, it's been an awesome morning so far. I've only been up for like an hour. It is hot. It is hot out there today, I tell you what. Got out, I woke up, Matt had made me a delicious omelet. It was very nice of him. And then got out for a nice little walk here just up the block and back because it's like that sticky, super sticky, humid out, and it's gross. So just went for a short little walk and maybe get out for a bike ride later before work. So, oh, I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Chelsea. Most definitely. It's been years since we got together. Are you and Mark still just up the road from my mom there? Josh and Lori, you gonna cut that AC, kick that in AC on now? Okay, I totally kicked it on before we left for work yesterday because there was supposed to be a thunderstorm coming, and it was already pretty humid in the house. And I was like, yeah, our dogs are the biggest Wandy Pambies ever, and so I was like, let's go ahead and close up the window. So if there is a thunderstorm, they won't hear it as drastically as the windows being open. So we shut up all the windows and kicked the AC on yesterday before going to work. And I am so happy we did because we would have had to sleep in like a hot, muggy bedroom. And like even with the AC being on for like 11 hours before we went to bed, our bedroom was still the hottest room because our closet, we've got like a walk-in closet on our bedroom, and that's like not insulated well, and it doesn't have any vents. So like in the winter, like you can never close that door because in the winter it's freezing in there if you close the door, or during the summer it turns into a sauna. So our room is always kind of the warmest one on the house. But yeah. So how's everybody else's morning going so far? You got anything going on in your lives and stuff? Yesterday was I'm pretty sure Matt's told you guys, well, maybe not. He had told you guys how they had found a loophole and I got to stay in the paint department. And so I went like a whole week thinking like, fuck yeah, I get to stay in the paint department. This is great. And then and that was like 2 Fridays ago. And last Friday, midway through the day, I was walking up to my supervisor because I had a question for him, and he was like, they're not going to do it. and I was like, and at this point, I just thought it was like they weren't going to give me the Painter 2 raise. And he's like, nope, they're not going to do it. They're not going to let you stay. And I was like, really? Like, why did you get my hopes up like this? You said, like, you clarified it with everyone, and I was pretty bummed. And I totally shed some tears. Like, I didn't like weep over it or anything. It was just like a few tears rolled down my face. It was just like a total bummer, having my spirits all lifted up about it again. I get to stay, and then they're like, nope, you gotta go. And I was like, all right. So like midway through the day on Friday, I came to find out that it was my last day in the paint department. I was like, all right, well, that kind of sucks. And yesterday we get into work, and I hadn't been told where to go or anything yet, so I just went to the paint department and went to the meeting. We have a morning beginning of the shift huddle every day. Every department does. And so I was just at the paint, and I was there for probably about an hour or so, and expecting that Mickle, the material handlers supervisor, would come get me whenever. And he did. He came over, and he like seen me, and I was like lifting a part off. I was like, all right, it's time, And it was bittersweet for sure. And I met up with him, and he's actually an awesome guy. Really fun, down to earth, really genuine, and like really allowed me to know that like he's seen the value, and he feels that I'm going to be a really great asset to the team. And so him and I had a pretty awesome conversation there for about a half hour about like what materials could look like for me. And that, they kind of feel the situation was bullshit too. But they're really happy that they get to have me on their team. So that was pretty cool. And I'm like, all right, maybe this won't be so bad. So that's kind of where I'm at with the paint with Generac. Still not super sure if I want to stay or anything. I'm kind of in a teeter-tottering if this is something that I want to continue. I plan to make a decision by July if this is something I want to do. So I'll give you a few more shout outs here. Good morning, Catherine and John. How you doing? And Amy, good morning. Good morning. Chelsea says yes and yes. Are still loving Wonder Lake down the way from your mom's house. Awesome. Yeah. I'm down a few times a month now, so maybe we can get together and just have lunch, or just even get together and hang out in the yard or something, and hang out in the garden and hang out with the little ones. That'd be great. Mm-hmm. Oh, you still live in Wonder Lake? You don't love it? No, I love Wonder Lake. Matt and I were just there over the weekend, and I was driving him like around town, or he was driving, and I was telling him where to go, and I took him to like all my old hangout spots, and like told him like there's this one section of woods where I lived in high school. Like I lived in those woods, just where I was all the time. And so it's kind of cool to go down memory lane, and like I'm sure maybe for you a lot hasn't changed, but like because you stayed there. But for me, since I left, and when I come to visit, like some of those trees are so huge now. And we came around the corner, or like over by Dusty's Pizza, and I was like, why is Dusty's Pizza pink? Why is it pink, Chelsea? I was like, no. And then I seen that Dusty sold out to Napoli's or whatever, and the fact that they're painting, a bright pink building in Wonder Lake, it seems so out of place. Yeah, I can't believe they did that, Chelsea. That's crazy. Amy, let's see, Caitlin, just who I wanted to see watch get that Gringo. Get that Gringo with Mel Gibson as Matt. Turn on the AC. Yeah, we haven't got the AC yet. No, that's for sure. So one thing that I'm noticing, even like when I'm trying to read these comments here, and it's like something I've noticed. So I got like really into reading for a little while, and I'm so still into it, but I've been really having a hard time like carving out time to read recently. But there was about 4 or 5 months there where I was reading, a few days a week, if not daily. And I was like seeing my reading skills really improve and like my punctuation and the way that I pronounce things. And I was like really like, oh, pat myself on the back, like I'm getting better at my reading skills, And then I just kind of probably about 3 months now that I've 3-4 months now that I've fallen off the bandwagon with reading my books, which is totally a bummer, that's for sure. And I can like see it kind of slipping again when I'm trying to read stuff. Yep, I'm still waking up. Good morning, good morning. Let me just rub my eyes out on camera real quick. Woo hoo hoo. Let's see here. Janet McCann. See, I can't fucking talk. Janet, good morning. Amy, it's so funny. Turn your mess into a message. Y'all gonna love this movie. Great pick me up. What movie? Wait, what movie? Oh, Get That Gringo? Is that what you're talking about? Okay. I think that is a movie, right? I'll have to check it out. Good morning, Jessica Chandler. Yeah, I hope you guys are all having an absolute blessed day. I won't be hanging out too long. Just kind of figured I'd fill you guys in. And so another thing that's going on with me in like the wavering of staying at Generac, like last night was hot in that factory. If it's like, say it's 80 outside, it's 85 in there. And then if you're in the paint department, it's going to be close to 100 because it's about 10 to 15 degrees hotter in the paint department. So at the end of the night, when I walked over to the paint department, because that's still where my locker is, I was like, whew, maybe I'm okay with not being over here, man. It's hot. But yeah, but I've really been wanting to go and try something kind of different. There's a local family restaurant here that I think I could really thrive at. And they're definitely hurting for people. I mean, the place is hopping. It's one of mine and Matt's favorite places to go. And like last night, I was like, the restaurant, Jessica's would be air conditioned. Like I wouldn't have to be in this heat like this. The only thing that like holds me to stay at Generac is like having insurance because I want to fix my smile. I don't know if you guys ever noticed this, but I got these teeth going on over here. I got this one missing over here. And my jawline, so on this side here, here's my bottom jawline with teeth, and here's my top. They don't really sit on top of each other. They just barely touch each other. So my jaw shifted, which has created this kind of like growth underneath my jawline here. Is a big old bump. And before mine and Matt's wedding next May, I would like to have my teeth fixed up because I got some crooked ones and stuff too. And I mean, my smile is really not that bad. I know that, but like this like black tooth over here, like that's a baby tooth. 28 years old, and I still have a baby tooth because there was never an adult tooth to push it out because my twin brother stole 2 of my adult teeth. So that's why I have a missing one over here because there was no adult tooth to take its place, and this one's still a baby tooth because there's none to push it out. But he has 2 extra on his top, so his teeth on the top are actually kind of like all smashed together, and mine are getting all spaced out because they're missing. So a little fun fact about that. Sue Whitelock, thank you so much for all the stars coming through. It was truly a blessing. Thank you so much. Amy, I feel you. I'm from Louisiana. Whew, that just sounds hot. Yeah. Nick, good morning. Hello. Yeah. So that's kind of where, like, I don't know, like I feel like I really got the personality to really succeed as a waitress. So yeah, I'm as of right now, I'm working at Generac, and on the 23rd, I start working at Soulful Prairies again, which is the horse farm where I also do some counseling down. And I've worked on this farm on and off for 8 years. I was one of her first employees when the horses came on to the property, and just an incredible gal to be intertwined with, and super excited to be working with her again. I'm only going to be doing about 4 or 5 days a month down there with her, which is pretty much like every Monday and stuff that I'll be doing, working down there. So yeah, I don't know. Part of me just, I miss the mornings. I miss being awake for the sunrise, and off work for the sunset. Now I'm asleep for the sunrise, and I'm inside of a building with no windows during the sunset. And I totally thrive off of seeing both at least one of those. So yeah, I'm in a wavering and like a time of having to sit down and really have to make some hard decisions here soon. And yeah, I definitely think I could succeed in whatever way I go. I just want to play it safe and make sure all my boxes are checked and all that good stuff. Yeah. Sue, helping you all with that beautiful wedding. Can't wait. Yes, thank you so much. I'm super excited about it. Oh, I just unplugged something. Oh man, hold on. I'll be. I don't know, Matt, how Matt sits in this leathery chair. I mean, maybe because he doesn't wear shorts, but there we go. Yeah, sitting in shorts, my thighs are sticking to the leather. So yeah, speaking of the wedding, we'll be inquiring. We would actually like to potentially have it at Soulful Prairies, because it's a gorgeous and sacred piece of property, for me and for so many other people. And I think it would be an absolute blessing to have it there. So I'm going to be inquiring about the prices and all of that, to see about that. So still all very new and foreign to me when it comes to planning a wedding, but thankfully I've got some really supportive family that are stepping up to help me start in the right direction. And then all of you beautiful supporters throwing up those stars, trying to help us save for that wedding. And that's greatly appreciated. It truly is. Amy, praying for you to find your answers. In God's time, you will figure this all out. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really do. It's been like a wavering for a few months now, and I just I feel it's coming to the point where some decisions have to be made. And the way I kind of want to go about it is going over to Jessica's and seeing if they would be willing to have me just work Wednesdays and Fridays for about 4 hours in the morning, or even maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, for just training for like through June. And then come actually like end June, beginning of July, if it's proving that I can make a living off of just doing the waitressing, which a lot of people can. Like my aunt, she has a beautiful home, and like she's just been bartending and waitressing for like the last probably 12 years, you know? So I know that it's very possible to really succeed as a waitress. It just depends on location and personality. And we got a great location, and I think I got a pretty chipper personality. So, yeah, I think it'll be like a month here where I'm going to be pretty overloaded. You know, I would be working a lot. And the other little bit of a thing that's like, that would play a factor is then I will be awake and gone for work before Matt gets up, and I might get off before he leaves for work, but more than likely not. So it would become that we only see each other on the weekends. You know, of course, we'd still sleep next to each other and everything, and probably wake up when either one crawled in bed. But yeah, so but I think that there's truly beauty in like absence, because it truly does make the heart grow fonder and everything. So yeah, so that's another bit of a wavering thing, because like Matt and I have literally been together day in and day out since we freaking met, man. Like, so well, ever since we started hanging out, at least. It's very rare that we go a few days without seeing each other. And I mean, we laugh on the daily. Like, we have tickle fights daily. I usually initiate the tickle fight. That's because I'm weird as heck. But so that'll be different. That'll be different for sure. So I want to make sure making all the right decisions here. And I mean, the factory truly, it pays great money. I'm just not fully happy there. I'm really not. I never wanted to go back to a factory, but I knew it was what could pay the bills and get me through the winter. And then I was like, all right, we'll stay for 2 years, because this October I start college. And I was like, so just save for college and yada, yada, yada. But honestly, like, potentially I could be making better money as a waitress than I do in the factory. But that's a potential. Potentially I could. So thank you for anyone that keeps me in their prayers. I could really use some extra guidance during this time in my decision making. So yeah. Or if any of you guys got any pointers or anything, you know where to find me, go ahead and message me. That'd be great. Good morning, Patty and Matt Holzman. Hello, hello. Matt, resume tips, Caitlin? Like, you have resume tips or you want resume tips? Sue, I got my marriage license and married 3 days after just about 33 years, so we did it, and it was a great day. Beautiful. My hubby has worked away from home for 16 years. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Yeah, that's what they all say. That's for sure. Amy, y'all watch that movie together, and make it a date. You bet we will. That's Get the Gringo, right? We'll scroll back up. We'll find it. Matt, you want resume advice? Okay, Matt is going to be like your main go-to for resume advice. I had my old roommate Ethan really help me with mine when it came to like printing it on nice paper and everything. Yeah, if you're actually going to be printing out like a resume, it's nice to get some like hardstock paper, so something like a little bit more firm. And like you can, I had made mine in like a nice kind of like soft green and like an eggshell color. I had printed a bunch of resumes on that, and yeah, that'd be a great topic for Matt to actually probably touch more so on than myself, because he's far more professional than I am. That's for sure. For me, I'm like, can't we just talk? And I will tell you everything you need and want to know like, when it comes to like getting a job. That's for sure. Yeah, because I actually put a resume into Jessica's about a month ago, and well, I didn't put the resume in. I just went in and filled out their application and let them kind of know my job history for relevant stuff, but like left out the fact that I worked in restaurants years ago. I've been a bartender. Like, yeah, it was also years ago, but like I've always only done kitchen work. I've done kitchen work and I did bartending when I was younger, and I've never done waitressing though. And I felt like that could be something I could really succeed in. I've always wanted to do waitressing before, but I wasn't at the point of being comfortable enough in my own skin and knowing who I was to really succeed at that. So, yeah, Matt, I will definitely pass that along to my Matt. That'd be a great topic to jump into and give you some pointers with the resume and all of that. So, yeah. So, anybody else got anything they want to say or anything like that? Got any questions? I just grabbed the mouse and tried to scroll on my phone with the mouse. Brian O'Brien, good morning, my friend. Hope you're still here. Hope you're doing good. Much love. Let's see here. Well, it seems like that's about it, you guys. And so, yeah, a little bit of a catch up with me and what I got going on. And life is beautiful. Life is good. Change is, it can be scary, but it's oh so good and empowering. So I'm super happy with where things are at, and I can't wait to see how things unfold for some of these decisions in my life. Jessica Chandler, me and my old man were just like you and Maddie, always together since the day we met. Now I'm a stay-at-home mom, and my old man works second shift in a factory. He has worked 10-hour days and Saturdays since COVID, so we don't see each other often. Oh, often. The time always sucks, but it always gives you more to talk about. Yeah, amen to that, Jessica. Matt and I never shut up anyway, so I guess we really wouldn't shut up after that. So, yeah, I really appreciate that. Like, and knowing that it still can be a beautiful life, even if. And like I was telling my grandma too, I was like, I was actually telling I messed the light up again. Whatever. I was telling my mom. She's like, oh, because you'll never see each other, or whatever. And oh, brain fart! What the heck? What just happened? Shit. Total brain fart, you guys. Well, that's lame because I felt like it was good what I was gonna say, and now poof, out the window that one went. Oh man. Oh, that I was telling my mom that like because she was like, well, you guys are never gonna see each other, yada yada. And I was like, well, mom, honestly, like later in life, our career paths are going to make it so we're not working together. Like his career path is geared more towards the point of change and being a motivational speaker and like and all this beautifulness. And mine is also towards being like a healer of sorts, but I'm going to be a massage therapist and like I want to be an herbalist. Like we're in the same realm of like healers, but we're in different departments of it. So we're not going to always be on the same schedule all the time. So and honestly, I think it could be really. I mean, the dogs would love it. Dogs would be super happy about it because they'd have Matt in the morning and me in the afternoon. So they would never. The dogs would be stoked. I tell you what. And I think for me, the big draw also to working over at Jessica's is I'll be involved with some really awesome women and people that work there at that restaurant, beautiful family and community that work over there. I will be able to get to know community members more. I will be able to get more involved in what's going on in the local community and start going to different Chamber of Commerce events and really get involved the way I really feel drawn to. So that's like there's a huge pull that's pulling me that way. But I think I have to take care of a few more things while I'm still at Generac before I can fully step into that new lifestyle of becoming the woman I really want to be. And that woman I want to be is very involved in the community and has a voice and a beautiful face to be involved and make a difference. So Yeah. Brian O'Brien, still here, doing well. Much love, right back at you. Amen, brother. Michael McNeil, good morning, Caitlin. Hope all is well. Good morning, recovery family. Yeah, amen. Life is so beautiful when we're in recovery, man. It really is. I know that Matt shared with you guys that we sadly are smoking again. We made it 6 months and we had to slip up and we are smoking cigarettes again. And it's been, especially with this humid now, it's like really, really sad on me and it kind of sucks. Like, and we made it 6 months. Like, what happened, you know? And it's been pretty hard to put them down this time. And like, it's been like 2 packs now where I'm like, this is it. This is the last pack, you know? And I'd say that's something I really hope to be putting down soon. I have 1 cigarette left, and I plan to hold off on it as long as possible, and maybe smoke it in quarters. Because I don't want to smoke. Like, it's a very shameful act for me. Like, I don't want to smoke around my family because I don't want them to know that I'm smoking again. It kind of makes me feel like a loser, like, because like I lost the battle of it, you know. It really sucks. It's given me quite a guilty conscience about it. Taste is already shittier. Breathing is already really hard again. I already developed a slight wheeze again. And it sucks. It really sucks. It's been a very a shameful thing that we slipped up on that. I know Matt didn't even tell you guys right away when we started smoking cigarettes again because we were hoping it was just like a few cigarettes and done. Like 1 pack, we share it, that's over. But what that proved to us is that we cannot be part-time cigarette smokers. That's all in or nothing. So I really want to be nothing with it because my lungs felt so much better. Like, we went on some pretty awesome hikes last week. 2 days in a row, we went on like 5-mile hikes, and I could really feel the difference in my lungs. So even right now, like, I feel myself get a little bit winded or just like a little short of breath even just while talking. So anyone that's in this battle or in recovery, you know, for smoking cigarettes and you're really trying to kick it and not go back, just know that it sucks and it's totally not worth it at all. And it looks like I was just crying like crazy. I don't know if you guys know, when I yawn, my eyes water like, and I said the word but yeah, so anyone fighting this battle, stay strong. Then just don't give in. It's not worth it. It's really not. And the beauty of, like, when I asked my girlfriend for a cigarette, and I was like, "Hey, can I get one?" And she was like, really didn't want to give me. She's like, "Just hold it. Like, you can hold it, pretend like you smoke it," because that's what we did back when I was like, I don't know, a teenager or so, and I was trying to quit, and I would just hold it, pretend like I was smoking it, and it really helped me get through some cravings. And so she was like, "Just hold it, please don't light it." She's like, "I don't want to be the one to get you smoking again." And I was like, "No, I've been thinking about it. Like, you're not the one doing this. I'm making the decision." She's like, "But I'm the one giving you a cigarette." And I was like, "I know, but," and I did. I held it for a while, but then I was like, "No, fuck this," and I lit it. And I wish I would have never lit it. Because like the first 2 was like very nostalgic and I liked it, and then it was like the next day, you know, I went and bought a pack, and then I opened it and I pulled one out, and it was absolutely disgusting. It tasted so bad, but for some reason, I smoked that whole pack, and then I went and bought another and another, and a few more since then, and it really sucks. So I pray that everyone has the strength to stay strong, and I pray that Matt and I have the strength to kick that habit again. I really do. I know it's going to be even harder now with it being warm out and nice weather, and than it was in cold weather. But yeah, yep, indeed. Yeah, let's see here. Jessica Chandler, one step at a time. Change can be very unpredictable, but also amazing. Amen. Michael McNeil, amen. I agree. Recovery is amazing. Amy, it's a new step out of your comfort zone. Just remember one step at a time. Maddie is there to hold your hand so you don't slip. Amen to that. Michael, hey girl, I'm having the same problem with quitting. It's so hard. I'm trying though. Yeah, and I think it's I really am trying, but there's I don't know. It was so easy when I quit before. I wish I would have just stayed quit because I feel like it would have been a lot more empowering if all I did was just hold that cigarette and never lit it. But I can't go back. So I gotta keep reminding myself how shameful I do feel for it. Jeepers! I'm yawning up a storm up here, you guys. Let's see. Brian O'Brien. Hey, Michael McNeil, thank you. I hope your day is blessed as well. Jessica Chandler. Every time I've tried to quit smoking, it lasts about 2 weeks. When I start smoking again, I end up smoking more than I did when I tried to quit. Yeah, I'm not back. Like, I was smoking like a pack a day when we quit. Well, before I started weaning myself off. Like, because I started only smoking half cigarettes. So that way, when I would smoke the other half, they were even more gross. I wouldn't smoke until, like, I had been up for 5 hours. I would have to be awake for half the day before I would smoke a cigarette. And I've always been more of an evening smoker than a morning smoker anyway. But so I'm not back to being as bad as I was before. But I feel if I continue on this path, I'll be worse. That's for sure. So, Michael, it's a tough battle for sure. Patrick, great. Hello. Good morning. How are you, my friend? I've thought of, are you still over at Space Saver? Are you still working over there? That place is pretty cool, man. I miss it from time to time, that's for sure. We all ought to get together and have like a cookout sometime. That'd be awesome. How's your brother? Brian O'Brien, trying to quit. Try the quit line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW. They provide you with patches or nicotine gum or lozenges. I have a couple of friends who have tried it and with pretty good success, just FYI. So I don't ever want to do nicotine patches. I don't like the idea of that. I did the gum last time we quit, and I can only chew it for a few minutes, and then it starts to give me gut rot, what feels like gut rot. So it's like I would chew. I only maybe had like 5 pieces when we were quitting over a few week span, but yeah. You can call them once a week for support as well. That's cool that they have those kind of things out there. That's for sure. Jessica Chandler. Some people might not know this, but most insurance companies cover nicotine patches. Yeah, I did know that. Like I just said, though, I'm not super interested in nicotine patches. My mom used them before, and it made her pretty loopy. And the way that the nicotine gum nauseates me, I just want to quit again, you guys. But I will continue to fight that battle, and I know all of us will continue to fight all sorts of different battles throughout our life. And I wish the best, and so much love and big hugs sent to everyone out there fighting their own personal battles today. And you're all in my prayers, and there's just know that love surrounds you. It really does. And truly hope everyone has a blessed day. And I'll read maybe a few more comments here. Now I'm going to get out of here. But I've said that a few times now. Amy, love you, Caitlin. Made my day. Good, Amy. I really hope that y'all might have gotten a little bit of something out of what I had to say today. And if anything, to let you guys know what's going on with me and let you guys know what was going on with Matt and why he wasn't here today. And I know that he loves and appreciates all of you so, so much. And as do I. I love hearing him be up here in the mornings, getting going with you guys and just speaking his knowledge and being super inspirational. And it is such a blessing to be part of this community through him. And yeah, it's a blessing. And I love all of you so, so much. Until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay clean.